Today we're going to talk about similar triangles. My hope is at the end of this little lesson you guys are going to be able to write a similarity statement if you find that two triangles are indeed similar. Now let's talk about what similarity means. If two triangles have the same angle measurements, then the triangles themselves are going to be similar. We talked a lot about similarity and congruency in our transformations unit, so let's just refresh our memories here. To be similar, it means that two figures have to have the same shape but a different size. So, what we're going to do to figure out if triangles are similar is we're going to try to match up the angles and see if they are going to be the same. So let's jump right into a practice problem here. I think you guys are going to like these triangles. Right here we have triangle DAB and we have triangle OUT, and our quest is to find out if these are similar. Well, we know we need to try to match up the angles. Now we have a 90-degree angle on triangle DAB. We also have a 90-degree angle on triangle OUT. So we have a match right here with these two triangles. But now we're left here with this angle B right here being 40 degrees. On our other triangle, angle O is 50 degrees. So what we really need to do is we need to find out what these missing angles are. We know how to do that. We know that three angles of a triangle are going to add up to 180 degrees. So right here on triangle DAB, we have 90 degrees, we have 40 degrees, and then we have our angle D, and we know this is going to equal 180 degrees. 90 plus 40 is 130 degrees, plus our angle D is going to equal 180 degrees. You might be able to do this in your head, but you can also use your equation solving skills, and you can subtract 130 degrees from both sides. That will show you that I'm running out of room, but angle D is going to equal 50 degrees. So we can go ahead and label this up here, 50 degrees. Now, lo and behold, we have a match. We know that angle D and angle O are going to match. Based on this, 90 degrees and 50 degrees, we can go ahead and we know now that this angle T right here is 40 degrees. Couple reasons we know that. 90 degrees plus 50 degrees plus 40 degrees is going to give us 180. We just figured out this here using this equation. So we know now that yes, indeed, these triangles are similar. Now, how we write a similarity statement. The only thing you need to do is you need to be careful about how you are going to name your triangles. So of course, we are going to name this triangle DAB, triangle DAB. When we say similar, we're going to use this little squiggly line right here. It's kind of the top of a congruency symbol. So we have triangle DAB is similar to. And now we're going to use our smaller triangle. But what we need to be careful of is we're going to start in the D position. So the D angle was 50 degrees. We also need to start in the 50 degree spot on our next angle. So this is going to be triangle O. Then we go to A, which was our 90 degree angle. So on our smaller triangle, we're going to go to our other 90 degree angle, which is U. And last but not least, we have T. So here's our similarity statement right here. Triangle DAB is similar to triangle OUT. Dab out. All right, next one. Let's try this one. Are these two triangles similar? What we need to do, well, we have our 75 degree angle and our 75 degree angle. Those match. What we need to do now is we need to figure out, is angle E 22 degrees? Is angle C 80 degrees? The way we do that is by trying to figure out one of these angles. So we're going to go ahead with triangle ABC here. I want to try to find what angle C is going to equal. I know that 75 degrees plus 22 degrees plus angle C is going to equal 180 degrees. 75 plus 22 is 97 degrees plus angle C is 180 degrees. Now I'm going to subtract 97 from both sides. And I'm going to get angle C is equal to, is going to be 383 degrees. Right here we have 83 degrees. Now, from this right here, I now know that these triangles are not going to be similar. 83 degrees does not match either this blank angle here or this angle here at 80 degrees. So there's no similarity between these two triangles. Last one here, and this one might look a little different, but we know something about vertical angles that is going to help us here. We have two intersecting lines. We know that when intersecting lines are going to form vertical angles, these angles are congruent to one another. So what we know is that angle PQ, let me write this down, angle PQR is congruent to angle TQA. Now, because we have two angles that are congruent within these triangles, we know that this last angle right here is going to also be congruent. So we can say that triangle PQR is similar to triangle. Now, I started at P, I started at the blank angle, so I'm going to start at the blank angle over here. TQA.